Goes the family. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional day. All that good stuff. It's Wednesday, even though it feels like it's Friday. And one thing I can say before I get started with the positive word of the day, because I know this is part of my content that doesn't get as many views as it should, because I'm not really talking about celebrity gossip and all the famous things that people love to hear about. A matriarch of my family passed away the other day. I won't say his name, but I will say rest in peace to him, and definitely condolences to his immediate family. Um, and it reminds me of why we can never take any day for granted, even though we have everybody has their days when they don't want to really get out of bed. They don't want to go to their job. They don't want to deal with society. They don't want to deal with the world. They just want to cut their brain, turn their brain off, and chill and relax. I have those days all the time. I think it's the most normal thing on the planet. And every time somebody passes away that's close to me, or just in general, because the recent rapper that got killed in Los Angeles recently, within the last week, it just reminds me how no matter how I feel in the morning, get up, show up, do what you got to do. No matter where I go, do what you got to do. No matter who I'm interacting with, be the best that you can be at the end of the day, because you never know when today might be your last day. And I'll leave it at that. All right. So today's word of the day, I just want to put that out there, because people love to complain, but eventually there's going to be a point in this life where you're not going to be able to get online and do things. You're not going to be able to go travel. You're not going to be able to walk. You're not going to be able to work out. You're not going to be able to do the things that you take for granted today. You're not going to be able to drive a car. You're not going to be able to get on a plane. So enjoy your life, accomplish all your goals, appreciate the ones who not only have your last name and bloodline or whatnot, but appreciate those who look out for you and do good things for you without expecting anything in return. Real talk. Because a lot of times those are the ones that people take for granted all day, every day. All right. And I know what that's about. So anyways, today's word of the day is decimate. Stands for to destroy or kill a large part of, to inflict great damage on, to reduce markedly in amount. And with this death that's occurred in my family, and it's happened in many families, the matriarch of the family, the one that brought everybody together, the one that would put everybody on game when it came to spirituality, family values, when it came to family history, when it came to putting people economically on game and whatnot. It feels like, especially with that WW2 generation, no generation is perfect, but one thing I respect the most about that generation is they were the most, especially when it comes to Black Americans, they were the most tightest generation on the planet. Family values, economics, families operating like a corporation instead of just operating against each other. The make money moves mindset was all in together out of one necessity, out of survival, and then out of prosperity all at the same time. So good things, middle things, bad things, a beautiful combination. So I find it troubling in today's world because the thing is, I'm going to go to this funeral and pay my respects. But the sad thing is, the only time I really get to see these family members, and a lot of times it's on my part as well, because being busy and having my own life, is when somebody passes away. And then sometimes when people get married, but majority of the time it's when somebody passes away. And with that being said, you have to appreciate those that are around. But, like I said, having the same last name doesn't mean anything if there's no substance behind that, And a lot of times people just like to say, I'm a this and I'm a that, but there's no substance behind it. So today's quote of the day, a person who's no stranger into looking out for people, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, love him or hate him, he's a great, successful comedian, actor, successful businessman, a person who everybody on his team doesn't only eat, but they own properties in Los Angeles, California. And if you own properties in Los Angeles, New York, or Washington, D.C., you are sitting on $1 million to $2 million gold mine, regardless of the size of the freaking property. All right. But I leave it at that. So he said, no matter what people grow, if you choose not to grow, you're staying in a small box with a small mindset. People who win go outside of that box. It's very simple when you look at it. I could not agree with that statement more, because as Tupac would always say, we all grow, either you evolve or you disappear. And a lot of people do not want to grow. They're stuck in a mindset that keeps them stagnated and doesn't allow them to progress. So do yourself a favor. Do not stay in that same mindset, stagnation and whatnot. And don't always stay around the same people, because that's a beautiful way to be stagnated. Even if the people got your back, even if the people, are cool to be around and fun to be around, but if you don't feel like you're progressing, it's cool. It's nice to have fun and whatnot, but you can't progress when you're always having a good time unless you're the party promoter. And even then, the party promoter has to be on guard and can't be getting drunk and high and whatnot. So I leave, the club owner, the strip club owner, they have to be on guard, because they got to be counting the books, all right, and making sure that everything's squared away and everything is running smoothly and whatnot, so that they can keep an efficient business going. All right, because if they party all the time while they're conducting business, then hey, eventually they're going to go out of business. So on that note, do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, do not forget to check out WEBULL /Acorns, crypto.com. Those platforms, you're able to make some money and be able to do some investing all at the same time. All links are in the description. And please don't forget to check out my online store. Those, when I say like, share, and subscribe, if you're not watching on YouTube, check out my YouTube channel, Larry's Anything Goes, LLC. Hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask. It's free. And when I always say, when it's free, it's me. So on that note, family, make money moves, or you're going to live, bro, like a fool. Take care.